guys, it's Wheeling the Gamer Girl here, and I just wanted to say this. Okay, so this will actually be my 500 subscriber video on the worst episodes from Kid vs. Kat. Please do note that these episodes are not particularly in order. They're going from season 1 only, alright? Anyways, let's get started. Okay, so number 1, one big happy family. I seriously mean, why would Bert ground Coop for no reason when he was the one trying to save his sister from Kat's trap? I seriously mean, his dad just says that he's grounded for eternity just because Mr. Cat is doing something bad. I seriously mean, why? Just seriously, why? Not only that, Coop was actually upset because Bert put his son into the naughty corner. But suddenly, Coop sacrifices himself to save his sister before getting crushed. But then after that, Millie tries to tell her father that Coop got out of the naughty stool and grounds Coop for eternity. I seriously can't believe why Coop would get grounded for a reason. I seriously don't believe this, okay? I can't believe Coop would get grounded just because he has to save his family from an evil cat. I seriously mean, what is wrong with Millie Burdenberger these days? Trying to blame Coop for a reason? Coop is just trying to protect people. And also, Millie should be ashamed of herself. Okay, that's 1 episode down, 4 to go, alright? The next episode that we're going to look at is Oh Meow at number 2. It is the 2nd episode of season 1, and it aired on the 30th of December 2008 after trespassers will be persecuted. What I'm going to say about this episode is also the worst, okay? Seriously the worst. Why? It's because Millie had stole Coop's childhood blankie and gives it to Kat for the cat bed. Not only that, Coop and Kat ended up fighting over the blanket, and Bert Burdenberger had purchased a special collar for Kat. Not only that, Coop also got the special collar, which was strapped into his ankle. But one day at school, Coop actually got into trouble, and his classmates were laughing. After this, Miss Brannigan decides to give the class detention and fights at the end. Not only that, Coop and Kat also fought against the blankie, and Kat was the one who ripped it. But thanks a lot to Mr. Burtenberger, who grounded his son for no reason at all. Like, seriously, why? Just why? I don't know what to say about this, but Bert Burtenberger is definitely a terrible father. Alright? I do seriously mean, why? Just why? Just because Coop wants to get his childhood blankie back doesn't mean you have to ruin his childhood. Thanks a lot to this, Coop is now really upset that he had his childhood blanket ruined by Mr. Cat. It's all Millie's fault. So, what I was gonna do about it, just imagine this. Just blaming your siblings for nothing. It doesn't mean that way. It doesn't mean you have to say, oh, the blanket is red. This is like seriously out of hand already when Coop gets the blame and he gets tortured by his sister, his dad, and also the evil cat. I seriously mean, why? Just flippin' why, alright? This is like getting out of hand for Coop, and just imagine if they do it again, then yes, Buck Diamond will actually send them to prison. Maybe that will work in the future, but for now, I think the show could be cancelled. Okay. So the next thing is trespassers will be persecuted at number 3. Okay, so this is actually the 2nd episode as well. And in this episode, old lady Mrs. Munson lays down the law and prohibits Coop to set foot into her yard. That makes sure that Kat crosses the line over and over again. When Coop and Dennis were playing water balloons, it accidentally hit onto old Mrs. Munson's yard, causing a flood. As his punishment, Coop and his dad had to clean up the gnomes. Also, Cat spends the episode getting into trouble by Coop. Like sometimes you get into trouble, but this time Coop gets into trouble at times. What I was gonna say is this: Coop is a good kid. How can he get blamed like this by his sister and his father? This is seriously totally out of hand. Same thing with Fiona as well. Fiona also got banned from seeing Coop ever again. But in one episode, something about Fiona, she was thrown into jail by her old lady Munson. Like seriously, why would Mrs. Munson do that? I can't believe Mrs. Munson would treat these kids very badly, especially Coop. I can't believe it. But the only character that she loves is Millie, because Millie and Mrs. Munson get along with each other, and she doesn't even yell. Okay, anyways, this is the third worst episode. Let's get to number 4, which is Class Act. Alright? Now, Class Act is Class Act is an episode about Coop wanting to make Cat disappear forever so Millie doesn't see him again. Unfortunately for that, Coop's father notices Cat has disappeared forever, causing Millie to scream. He then throws away Coop's magic act and gets it into the House of Swamp. I seriously mean, how can Coop do this? Like, how could he even do this to a cat? I mean, yes, Coop is a likable kid, but how come his dad has to say these words towards him? That's really bad. That's really, really bad. And I wanted to say this. I can't believe Millie would scream like that just because she wanted attention. And as well as this, she is the annoying sibling of Coop. Just imagine that, just seriously imagine that. And the last episode is Under Destruction. This is actually one of the worst episodes ever. Do you want to know the reasons why? It's because Coop gets the blame from Cat and Millie calls her brother a klutz. But Coop tries believing his father that Cat was the one who has done this destruction in the Burdenberger household. I seriously mean, Coop was forced to clean up after he destroyed his sister's princess castle, but it was the cat, okay? This is seriously why Coop gets blamed for everything, for nothing, like literally nothing at all. Bert Burdenberger and his daughter Millie should be ashamed of themselves, including Cat. That was actually really, really bad to Coop. Alright? Same thing with Fiona, as I mentioned earlier. Fiona also got grounded by her aunt, old lady Mrs. Munson. And at that time, she would just drag her niece away from Coop. I seriously mean, this is one of the worst episodes I've ever seen in my life, there would be lots of episodes where Millie starts yelling, trying to annoy her family. She's really manipulative and a crybaby. Alright? Anyways, guys, this is just my own opinion on the 5 top worst Kid vs. Cat episodes. If you have any other questions and if you have any thoughts about these episodes, please do let me know. Anyways, I was just saying, that's all for now.